In this video, I'm going to show you the best funnel strategy for Facebook and YouTube ads. I'm not kidding. I've been applying this to my funnels for years. I've had one funnel on Facebook and YouTube ads that did over $20 million in sales. My current funnel is scaled Hyros to being the fastest growing ad analytics company in the entire world right now. It works really, really, really well. And I have multiple friends who've used this exact strategy. I've done over 50 million, 20 million, 30 million, big numbers everywhere. Shoot the fireworks off, okay? It works, period. If you apply this to your ads, you're going to see much, 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 much better results. And I barely know anybody that has had massive success without this. And I know hundreds of people that are mediocre at Facebook and YouTube ads that just completely ignore this rule. And they will be forever until they appreciate this rule. The whoopings and wasted ad spend will continue until you do this. Have I sold this well enough? Okay, great. Real quick, my name is Alex Becker. I'm the CEO of Hyros. I've ran a lot of ads. I've made a lot of money from ads. I understand the ads pretty well, and I have access to the entire data from across the entire industry, so I can tell you exactly what is going to work with your ads on Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere else, and what's not going to work. I also have the best ad mastermind on planet Earth based on results. I have more 6, 7, 8-figure results than any other ad mastermind online right now. So again, I see what works, I see what doesn't, and on these videos, I tell you what does and doesn't. And that's exactly what we're gonna do here. So let me break down this strategy. Before we get started, here's the number one thing you need to understand about ads that very few people grasp. I see people do when they start hitting scale resistance with their ads is they make different funnels and different ads. So the most common mistake I see that is going to stop you from ever having a world-class funnel and a funnel that can scale to the moon from your ads is you're going to go, and I see people get to, let's say, I don't know, $2,000 a day, and they stop being able to generate a profit. So what they think to themselves is, oh, what I need to do is I need to make another funnel and another funnel. And so if this one right here makes, I know these are big numbers for some people, but let's just use them in context with whatever numbers you're doing. This funnel right here makes $4,000 a day back here, so a 2x ROI. Their logic is I'll make another one. And then I'll make another one, and I'll make another offer, and I'll make another weird funnel that goes in this offer right here. And I'm going to try all these different ways to scale by adding different offers and different entry funnels to this. This is the dumbest thing you can ever do inside of ads. It's the number one reason why people do not have success with ads and why they cannot scale. Okay, if you've ever hit a point where you just keep getting resistance and you keep making new funnels, this is exactly why. In order for an ad to work, it has to be profitable. Duh. Okay. But in the order for an ad to work at scale, it has to be profitable at scale. This is such a stupid, duh statement. Like, of course, I get that, Alex. But here's what you're not understanding. In order for an ad to be profitable at scale, I don't know how I'm explaining this, the ad has to be phenomenal. The funnel, the offer, and the ad have to be on effing point. And the only way to get an ad and a funnel on point, on effing point, is to spend a crazy amount of time on them and optimize them to the zillionth degree. Okay, so for example, when I was running HCOM, I scaled that to over $20 million in sales, $25,000 a day in sales, a level most people won't ever get to. I'm not saying I'm the greatest. I'm saying I've gotten to a level that a lot of people have pursued getting to. That's what I'm saying. So that funnel had to be rebuilt. That offer, the pitch, the ads, everything had to be redone many times. Only 7 times the funnel broke down, stopped working as we started scaling it up, or we were at scale and it would just slowly fall apart and go down. During this time period, I saw competitors and people trying to mimic me. They'd make new funnels for their product. They'd make a book funnel. They'd make this funnel. They'd make that funnel. They never caught up. When I just kept working on the same damn funnel. Why is this? Well, it's very simple. When you're running ads against other people's funnels. Okay, so let's imagine we're running a YouTube ad right here. Well, guess what? We got funnel number A from, let's just keep it simple. We got it from business A, business B, business C, business D, and then imagine we go all the way down the alphabet because everybody's trying to run a funnel. If you're in a niche that's even slightly competitive, there's probably like 10 other people, 15, 20, 100 other people trying to run ads for your same niche. So the way you pull ahead and win at ads is you have to actively beat other people. You have to be able to get a better ROI from your ads than other people, because if they can get a better ROI, they will outbid you. For example, if you make $2 for every dollar you spend. Well, guess what? If you have a competitor that makes $5 for every dollar he spends, he's simply going to start increasing his bid until you're at a point where you make $2 for every $2 you make. He's going to increase the bid where he doesn't have to spend $1 anymore to get a lead. He'll spend $2 to get a lead. So if you, for example, again, I'm explaining this very poorly. Let me dumb this down even more. Let's say you spend $1 to get a lead and you make $2 back. He spends $1 to get a lead. He makes $5 back. Well, he's just going to increase the bid till it's $2 per lead so he can get more of the leads. That's simply that's how the bidding algorithm works. It goes to a winner take all. And so in order for your funnel to scale to the next point, you have to get to the point where your funnel makes a better ROI than any other funnel that you're competing against, or at least a better ROI than 90% of them. If you're in that lower 10%, you just get outbid. That's how this animal take eats what dog eat dog ad game works. And so the only way to make sure your funnel wins, and the only true way to scale, is to have a dominant funnel. If you have a dominant funnel, you can scale it to $100 million. I know multiple people who have done 20, 50, $100 million plus in sales and revenue. They only had one main entry funnel. What? How did they do this? It's because their funnel won and beat all the other funnels. When you have a funnel that beats every other funnel, you don't need any other funnels. You can just scale that one to the moon because you can spend more than other people. And when you spend more than other people, eventually what happens is you got the entire range of people who get an ROI on their funnel. And once you get to the point where you're the king of the castle right here, you just escape. You escape this threshold right here where you really don't have any competitors when it comes to ads. And then your ad just takes off because there's no one else left buying traffic at that price. And so if you're making a lot of ROI at that price, guess what? You got it. That's the biggest key to funnels on here. So the number one thing I can teach you of all things is you want to make one funnel to rule them all in your business. One entry point funnel, okay? Your business should never, ever, I'm just going to give you tip number 2. Your business never, ever, ever should just be one funnel and ads and going to a product. That's the silliest thing on planet Earth. You should have funnels so people can enter your business and then they come into your business and they buy more things later on, okay? Or they come back and buy it because they have a good experience with the funnel at the start. But until your business is doing $10, $20 million per year, I really don't see much use for having 5 or 6 different ad-based entry funnels. I just don't. Maybe you can have retargeting funnels in the back end that go to your existing customers, but there's no point to have more than one entry funnel because that thing can just be super optimized to work and generate customers better than anything else. So what makes a great entry funnel? First off, it's easy and simple. Seriously, all right? I cannot tell you how many people, I am the CEO of Hyros. I can see what's working across the industry and what's not. I cannot tell you how many people I know that are making crazy amounts of money and they just have a basic call or webinar funnel or high ticket sales video funnel. I can't tell you. The numbers are endless. And I cannot also name to you how many people who have impressive stats with complicated funnels, whether it's a book funnel, whether it's like a weird survey funnel, it's an up or down funnel where they do a handstand. I'm sure you've seen all of them. An upsell, downsell, wazoo funnel. They're all a mess. Why? Because when you have tons of moving parts, when you have tons of moving connections, when you need to get really high conversions on a low ticket product or something like that, there's so many different moving parts to optimize. And each part of the funnel is its own beast to optimize. So if I have a call funnel, which is very, very basic, okay, let's just look at the Hyros ad, for example. All right, our ads go straight to a page where a person just books a call, okay? And then let's look at all the moving parts of that funnel just from this simple basic funnel. All right, we got the ad itself, okay? We got the landing page. Okay? We got the book a call page, all right, which I'm just going to put a square around it. Then we have the follow-up process of the call to get them on there. We got the pitch itself on the call. And then we got the offer, okay? That's a lot of moving parts to optimize. I can spend all day just optimizing the ads. Or I can spend all day optimizing this part. I can spend all day optimizing this part and this part. The pitch itself, working with the sales team, the offer. That's more than I could possibly wrap my damn head around. That is a full-time thought process right here. This is enough to completely overwhelm my mental capacity. Maybe you're a genius. I'm not. And I don't even know if I got this all drawn up correctly. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's all focused in the frame. Great. See, I can't even run this damn presentation effectively. If we just 2x this is something my brain can't even optimize or comprehend. If I were to make another call funnel or like a webinar funnel on top of this or like a book funnel, no. If this strategy required me to sell like a book and then have a downsell number 1, downsell number 2, and like 3 to 4 different sales videos, no, I couldn't do it. It's just too damn much information to optimize. It's too many buttons and toggles optimized because every little thing affects every other thing on here. Okay, so that's why when you see some of the most successful funnels of all time, Sam Valvin's webinar funnel, very basic. It's just a webinar. That's it. Sells a $2,000 product. Built his entire business around that one webinar funnel. You go look at the initial funnel that took off ClickFunnels, which is just a webinar funnel. Go look at Alex Hormozi's funnel that did like $50, $100 million in sales, just a pitch funnel. You look at almost any agency or e-commerce business, they usually just have one funnel where everybody gets in at. Now, of course, as businesses get bigger, you can have a marketing team, you can have different entry points, you can be expanding into different markets. Let's say, for example, I want to expand Hyros to focus on agencies. Okay. Of course, I could have a different agency funnel to target a different type of customer, but a lot of people have multiple different funnels for the same type of customer, or customers are extremely similar. That's wonky, that's craziness, and you should focus on maxing out that particular customer, which again, if your business can't get to $10 million a year on one particular type of customer, you're kind of picking the wrong niche. Okay? So then what's the next thing we really want to focus on? All right. Well, one thing I would suggest, just to make things simple, make it high ticket. Whatever's in your industry. For example, I see people with e-commerce funnels where they're selling like a $47 product or something wrong there. It's way easier if you just sell like a $300 product. So I've seen people bundle information and a bundle of all their products together to make it high ticket. Why is this easier? Because with lower conversion rates, your numbers will work out better. I've talked about this a billion times on the channel. Go watch the other trainings. We have a full YouTube course, a full Facebook course, full courses on literally everything on this channel when it comes to ads. This just works better because just from a basic ROI, all right? It's a lot easier to get a 2 to 1% conversion on a high ticket product than it is to get a 7 to 10% conversion on a $47 product. So we just put in basic math right here, okay? Let's say we're paying $10 per lead and we get 1,000 people in, okay? That's 10K, okay? And we can get 10% of the convert on a $50 product, okay? So we get 100 people. We just made $5,000. We're not making our money back right there. We get 1,000 people in and we get 1% of them, we get 10% of them to convert on a 1K product, or so 1%, 1K product. We just made our money back. We just covered our ad costs. The numbers simply work by default a lot better, okay? This is what you're going to see across the board, across every industry. Another insanely useful tip I'm going to give you is find ways to connect with the customers in person on ad funnels. Why is this? Because if you can get a person on the phone or in a chat, you can convert them to much higher products because you can sell them something specific to them. For example, at Hyros, we survive because we have really high ticket products because we can sell people a customized solution that works for them. Okay? This is why having some type of product that is designed for ads, you want to sit back, and this is the best advice I can also give you in a funnel, is think about how you can make a funnel and offer with ads in mind, not how you can make a funnel and offer or an offer and then find a way to make a funnel and ad that works for it. So what does that mean? Don't make your offer first. Make the ads and think about what offer would be best for ads and then make the offer around the ads, not the other way around, because then when you're trying to match ads to your offer, it doesn't always work together, right? Not all offers are great with ads. And it leads to the final point. Use ad funnels not as your core business. Okay, not as your core business. You can, and that makes it even simpler. For example, we only have one damn product at Hyros. We just have one. But sometimes in businesses, the best thing you can possibly do is use your ad funnel as an entry point. So for example, when I had my info funnel, HCOM, I'd use that as an entry point for my SaaS business. So people would buy this product right here and it would cover ad costs and it would allow me to then sell people a recurring subscription at my other business for $99 to $500 a month. Okay. So it allowed me to get people in for free to my business and then build a very large recurring income with this. This is how you want to think about it. Think about how your entry funnel sets up the rest of your business. So for example, the reason why ClickFunnels sells information marketing on their front end, while all their ads sell information marketing and not really ClickFunnels, is because that covers ad costs and gets people into the business. Russell then sells you a book or whatever else is going in that funnel. I personally think that funnel's overly complicated, but don't pat my, ClickFunnels doing all right. So we'll leave it at that. But you can see he sells a ton of stuff on the front end and indoctrinates and gets people in the whole, you can create an info marketing business. You can sell courses online. You can do whatever they're doing over there. And then they sell ClickFunnels on the back end, which is where they make the huge recurring subscription fees. Okay. The funnel sells products that are optimized for ads to cover ad costs. They cover all the money that they spend on ads right here, and they get tons of customers in for free. Then they sell them the reoccurring product, and they're able to market to the customer much cheaper through retargeting ads, email marketing, and their communities once they get a person in from this point of the direction right here. So again, very simple. Let's imagine we spend 10K in ads. Well, they make 10K back from their info products, which are optimized to be sold for ads. It's way easier to make money in your money back selling info products than is like a recurring software. It's nearly impossible to sell subscription software and make money on your ads. It's incredibly hard to do. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it done in years. There might be someone, I don't know who it is. But you're not going to make front end money, whereas you run an ad and then it suddenly pumps out a 2x ROI same day. But what they do right here is they do this, and then when people come in here, they make their money back. However, the person becomes an optimal customer that they can then market to very easily, whether they buy or not, because they see the funnel, they get to know Brussels, they get to know what ClickFunnels is all about. Then they can be retargeted, sold to much cheaper. They can be marketed to on their email list, and the person's probably going to join their communities, which allows them to get them in the other thing pretty much for free. So this costs money right here, but the customer's for free, and then they get them on a $99 subscription. It's $1,000 per year, and they gain $1,000 per year customer for free. That's the funnel strategy that works. Okay. So all these techniques right here. 1, have one funnel. 2, make the funnel easy to understand and operate. 3, preferably make the funnel high ticket. Best way you can also do this is by finding ways to talk to the customers one-on-one as much as possible. That allows you to sell them things that are much more expensive. Okay, a much more expensive info product, a much more expensive bundle, yada, 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 yada. Okay, 3 or 4, make sure that the funnel sets up the rest of the business. What does it communicate to the customer? How does your brand appear? I see people try way too hard also to sell their front-end products, and it burns out the customer before they get into the back end of the business. And this is truly where every business makes the tens of millions of dollars. It's all in the back end, the tens of millions of dollars in profit. All right, people make all sorts of revenue on their front end, but until you separate that ad cost, you can actually get people into your community and your actual funnels where you're not paying an arm and a leg to talk to them each time. It's really going to be hard to make those juicy profit margins. So, guys, that is the lesson for today. I realize I put on a hoodie mid-video. That's the lesson for the day, guys. If you want to see how to grow your ads a lot more effectively, check out Hyros below. If you're not running ads with proper attribution, you're wasting 20% of your ad spend and you're killing at least 15 to 20% of your scale. I guarantee that. Check out Hyros below. We have thousands of people tracking their ads with it, and it increases your ad ROI by at least 15 to 20%, or you don't pay for it. On top of that, if you want help actually growing your ads, I have the best ad mastermind based on results, more 6, 7, 8-figure results than anybody else. You should go check that out below, and then check out all the free courses we also have on this channel because they're incredible. Just go browse around the channel, just click below, hit subscribe, go to the channel. The YouTube course is labeled, the Facebook course is labeled, and then all sorts of other things you can do on your Facebook, YouTube ads. They're just all there. So I'm just going to tell you it works because as soon as your ads start to scale, you're going to need tracking, and you're probably going to need Hyros. You're going to be like, that guy taught me cool stuff, so I'm going to get Hyros. That's it, guys. Subscribe to the channel because I release videos like this at least twice a week, and I also give you really awkward outros. Well, just wave my hand at you and now the video will end.